Hello everyone, we're back again. We've had another busy week. This time it's continued to rain, so we're struggling a bit with our external projects. We're still working towards our first wedding, so we're pressing on regardless. We've got work going on, chipping away at the render outside the chateau because we're covered in graffiti originally, and one way of getting rid of that was to take the render off. So we've been chipping away, literally going around the whole chateau. We're going up to the first floor windows so that it's going to look really beautiful. And we're going to pointing. We're going to do pointing so that the stones continue to show because it gives a lovely texture to the chateau. So we've had to focus indoors, haven't we?
We have to focus indoors. When it stops raining, we focus a little bit outdoor. It's just juggling up, in, out, up, down. That's what we do already.
A little bit of everything.
After we're making decisions about colours of the render.
And the biggest colour choice of all.
The biggest colour choice is inexpensive. Is the shutters.
Zion's heartily sick of me. We're on our 5th selection of colour. We bought some colour ages ago, paint for the outdoor shutters, and it's not quite right. And I'm really fussy about colour. When I was at college, design college, I did a thesis on colour, so it really is my thing. And I want the chateau to be classy. I don't want to just use any old paint. And the paint we bought is a bit too forget-me-not blue.
What's wrong with magnolia? It's very British, no?
Yes, but we're in France.
Oh, sorry.
So I've been looking for the original colour we found on one of the shutters upstairs on the 2nd floor. And it's a sort of an Air Force blue. And oh my word, you wouldn't believe how difficult it is to get it. Poor old Zion, he's been down in the basement mixing paint and mixing paint and mixing paint. It's just not quite right. So anyway, finally we took it to a shop and I thought they were going to use the magic eye to tell us what colour this was.
He used his eye.
And instead the gentleman used his own eye. He did a very good job, I have to admit. He kept on testing. It took him 24 hours. He kept on testing, adding a little bit more black, a little bit more pink, a little bit more blue.
Purple.
And yes, he's come up with a beautiful colour. It's exactly what I wanted. But the cost of the paint, oh my word. So now we're shopping around trying to get the right price. We think we've done it, don't we? So we bought the first 30 litres.
We bought the only 30 litres they had in the shop.
So we're now committed to the,
Yeah. Oh, well, never mind. It's only €800. It's nothing, really.
Shocking. The price of paint over here is up.
As you can see, we're sitting in a bridal suite. And that's the aim of not to do everything like a bridal suite, but the same quality. So have to be inside and outside.
Has to be just right.
Yeah.
We're always conscious that we're in competition with all the other chateaux as well.
Well, it's not just competition. I think it's a competition with ourselves.
It is a bit, isn't it?
Yeah. It's every property we did, even when we did the rental accommodation, it has to be good, to be appreciated.
Yeah, it has to look good. It has to create those memories. So we're committed. We have 30 litres of blue paint, and we're going to start putting it on the shutters just as soon as it stops raining. In addition to that, we've created 3 shower rooms, haven't we?
We're on the 3rd one.
We're on the 3rd one. So we have in our gîtes, we've got 2 more gîtes. We call them the bedroom gîtes. We've got 2 gîtes we finished last year, which we've been renting very successfully. And we've got 2 more, which we sort of cleaned up and painted and put the lighting in. But we never got round to doing the bathrooms, and they do look a bit shabby. So we are painting these and tiling these ensuite showers. And we've managed to do 2. So we've got 2 more gîtes which are going to be rentable, and then we're doing one inside the chateau as well in the room that my mum stays in, especially for her. So we're busy tiling when it's pouring with rain outside. Well,
I don't know if you can say it's a ground floor. It's not the ground floor, but it's the first floor we use all the time.
It's true.
So it's easy for her. We put in a little kitchenette. We put a little nice shower. It would be nice.
And it's all on the ground floor, so it's easy to access.
Yeah.
And going forward, if other visitors want to stay there, then they'll stay there as well. But we have had the find of a lifetime, and we don't find many things in this chateau because it was very empty when we got here. But we were emptying out one of the old farmhouses so that Zion could use it as a spray shop for all the shutters, and putting all the stuff in cupboards. There was lots of paperwork over there. It used to be an office, I think. we came across some photographs.
And drawings.
And drawings. Well, the drawings are mainly just the whole grounds, aren't they?
Drawings. You know, who cares? The drawings.
They're drawings.
That belong
We've got
to the,
something
to the
that
area.
belongs
Yeah,
to the chateau.
something, some paperwork that says Boutiniere on them.
And we've got some fabulous photographs. And the photographs are of the era when the nuns lived here. And they actually show the nuns.
When did they live here?
They bought the place in 1980. So they were here about 15 years, 17 years. And it's quite extraordinary how they were using the interior of the chateau. We assumed they used it as a dining room and, you know, they lived in here. But actually, it looks, all three of the rooms on the ground floor look like a church. The way they've used them, even though we have a chapel inside the chateau already. It was so interesting to see the decor, to see how they were using them, to see that our painted salon was exactly the same when the nuns bought it. So that is a little bit of history we need to follow up.
And the paneling in the dining room is the same, and the ceiling in the painted room, in the blue room.
It's true.
Yeah, yeah.
And we were of the mind that the previous owner that we bought from had done all the paneling and spent a fortune on painting and fabric walls, but actually it was all there in the 1980s. So there's a little gap in our history that we need to look into. We're always looking into the history and talking to local people. But there's a little gap because there's a count somebody or other who used to live here.
Well, this is the only evidence we have so far that what we have now is been before the previous owner, because we used to think the previous owner spent lots of money, he did the paneling and everything, but actually not.
And it was all here. So he changed the wallpaper, and it's quite extraordinary when you look at these pictures. So we'll put them up online and everybody can see them. Anyway, that's all for this week. We'll try and get some of the work online, so it's not just us talking to you on camera, and you can see what we're talking about. But have a good week.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support.